A lyrical LT Master Nepal is so make you I can't Sktvlib benyo Se ma cheni tina ke ase ma jamu Enji sano muni Emu aye yo Enji lova mui Emu aye yo
Sktvlib, the best in Liberia. Sktvlib, the best in Africa. Sktvlib, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money. And I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money. And I don't get it now, ya to money. That's the baby. And I don't get it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah. Oh.
Sktvlib, the best in Liberia. Sktvlib, the best in Africa. Sktvlib, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are red. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Backwater, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktvlib, the best in Liberia. Sktvlib, the best in Africa.
So this is Real TV, Shoot FM. We're coming to you live and direct. How do you call it down? We're coming to you live. We are coming to you live and direct from Sktvlib, the home time of Honorable Gompu Kagon. This is district number 4. District number 4, and this is the district of the former representative Honorable Honorable Gompu Kagon, as he joins the CMC today. And this is the political leader of the CMC, Honorable Musa Hassan Belete, and his entourage there arriving. My name is Bill Yanlaman. If you're just joining us, say welcome. This is Real TV, and this podcast has been shared on the CMC official Facebook page. If you're joining us, say please share this live video. We're coming to you from Zog. We're coming to you live from Sktvlib, and this is the arrival of Honorable Musa Hassan Belete and Honorable Gompu Kagon, a former representative of this district, joins the CMC today as we break the news on this media. So please follow us as we bring you this live podcast. Please share the live video in every group chat. Share the live video everywhere. Thousands of supporters have gathered to welcome the political leader and entourage. So this is the political leader of the CMC, Honorable Musa Hassan Belete. every sector of Liberia. He's visiting there. We can show that the CMC lives. Make sure that CMC is powerful. And we learned that there will be a major groundbreaking ceremony, a major groundbreaking ceremony today of their roles and breaches here in Zogbo. In Bozople. This is Bozople if you're just joining us. And there's a dominant guild sector here. And the entire district number 4 is indeed the guild settlement. So at the background you hear people chanting in the guild vernacular. What a minute on Yami? Oh.
Good. Yummy. I hope to even learn some different, right? Yummy. You know, those of you I think I have a lot of people here from Nimba County, including the CEO, Honorable Musa Laikability, the former CEO also here from Nimba, Honorable Musa Hassan Belete, but our current CEO, Laikability from Nimba. We have who we have here that come from Nimba. Yokalo Chairman, in fact, gave us the kind of interpretation of these songs. You know, yummy. Look, that's the kind of life we want to see our people living, you know, happy life, you know, the way of them having their own time, opportunity for them to associate and respectfully disassociate, you know, that's good. So let me see who that. I don't want to call people. But anyway, Naomi Tapia will interpret, or better say, those of you. Look, there are some people in this life, right? They speak, sometimes some of our people speak more than 2, 3, 4, 5 type of dialects or languages, or what you may call it. Yes. It doesn't mean that sometimes only people come from there. No. Some people speak Kran, they speak Gio, they speak Bassa, they speak, what you may call it, Loma, and they speak, you know, just like that. So it's good. Some people speak Pele. Those of you who don't even know, some people speak Pele. So sometimes if you hear a person maybe speaking Pele or talking, you know, in Pele, don't say the person a Pele person, you know, hey, that person. No. Ask them sometimes as to where they come from. So again, let me say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, based on your location. Sorry, based on your location. But again, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to those of you who are watching and those of you who are also listening to us via the radio. We will play that video, but please let's share the show. Let me see how best to share the link around with our other team of panelists. Some of them will be here with us. Good. The social chairman will be here with us, and I'll enter studio. Good. I don't know how come coming with Barcelona, my man. You're not playing today, and you're into your Barcelona tap. I don't know what's going on, but again, that's good. People, please share the show. Thank God, at least those of you who are watching will recognize all of you. It's 10 weeks. That's a time check, past 6. But Steve is here. I don't know where you get that Moses from, but one day asking. Steve.
Yeah, let's share the show. I don't listen to Milborn. Milborn is an insider. We don't know what's going on. But folks, let's share the show. All to talk about. The show will be happy. Let's share the show. Melbourne, as you may recall, we started the show today by jumping straight into other news. We'll play 2 other videos to remind people about 1985, November 12th. We'll remind you about what happened on November 12th and the day after November 12th as well, folks. We'll remind you, you will hear some voices. We want you to listen keenly. We're setting the stage for the bigger conversation today. Today will not be on social issue, but we want to get going into other news. Going other news. Costa has been identified as Joseph Boaga Junk. Yes, folks, let's share the show. Officially, we want to announce on SKTV that Costa is Joseph Boaga's junk. Yeah. We want to announce on SKTV that Costa is Joseph Boaga's junk. Costa was Joseph Boaga's junk in 2023, 2024, and he's Joseph Boaga's junk in 2025. I know some of you are wondering, but why you bring Costa in the conversation again? Y'all know we don't want to lead anything. We don't want to remind you about what's going on from day one. My people, if you not hear the news, I'm telling you it today. Costa that Joseph Boaga John. That Costa Joseph Boaga can issue on anytime he want issue on him. You're here today. Those of you who support the euro, your father is they issue on the euro again.
And if I'm not fact, someone told me the point that maybe I don't know how come the hero Conco deleted.
My man, the euro before the show started, they carried a euro. Can you imagine? What kind of euro can be that before the show started? Euro is there before the show started. Let me prove it to you how they Costa that Joseph Boaga John and Joseph Boaga get issue. Every time Joseph Boaga won't get issue on Costa, can you imagine an 80-year-old man eating show on a 40-some-year-old man? Does that make any sense to you? And I want that issue on you more than one time. Let me prove it to you. Joseph Boaga told Costa saying he will be vice president. Jeremiah come in from nowhere and swear paper in front of him. Yeah. Costa not learn from that. Costa was saying that in America, yeah, with his son, Joseph Boaga come here again and say, you know what, you're bringing my jungle, using it as distraction again. That he will be Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. Costa came here, he passed a new sheriff, new transit, and he said he will be Minister of State. He started dressing like diplomat. Or Joseph Boaga not supported and start writing his name. Henry P. Costa. He start bouncing around and he will be Minister of State. They issue on you again. One other guy was looking at a long-time criminal. I know Steve Kwa, whatever his name is. They brought him over.
I know Samuel Steve Kwa.
That one was going to pay all the They brought out one. Can you imagine? Costa Joseph Boaga John? Joseph Boaga in the issue on him anytime ready. Look. Costa can be saying that money a business. Joseph Boaga can just call him a promising position. Before you make a managing position, take it to somebody in front of you. So just so you know, the hero official mean that Joseph Boaga junk. That your hero mean it. You're here from today. Costa is the biggest junk in the Liberian politics. Joseph Boaga can issue on him any day, anytime, and anywhere. Folks, let's start the show. The show will be out today. Yeah, right now, conversation in a feeling, you'll be fun.
I just like the way you are warming up with the spark plug.
Oh,
that's the best thing to do. Before you start the car, you got to, make sure that you warm up the clutch and so.
The show will be hot today. As I speak to you. No, as I speak to you right now, I guess my woman tells me, say, my son, the thing what he's saying that we are what say with it. Cause that Joseph Boaga junk. I say Joseph Boaga issue on him anytime. Anytime Joseph Boaga when you issue on Costa. And nothing can come out of that interesting part. For let's share the show. When you're waiting, my mother won't share the show. Me, I can go. I don't get
we're sharing the show. I think we in almost 400 now. We share.
Those of you on the radio, let me announce it to you today. Those of you who stay following Costa, you're calling hero. You're a hero that junk here. When BM said that person that my junk, that mean that person that mumu. They can use them anytime. Joseph Boaga can issue on Costa anytime he want. And Joseph Boaga issue on Melbourne and a boss man in our studio there.
Yeah.
Joseph Baga issue on Melbourne.
They make us fast. We're not
why O'Neill Robert, Joseph
we
Baga.
are the one now, the people, they are claiming us are blackmail because you see, they don't know they can post. Anytime they say, people just blackmail us.
Today, that's Saturday, I said the true Saturday today. Joseph Baga issue on you and your boss man O'Neill. Joseph Baga made O'Neill and Melbourne to collect money to buy new suit, saying he was coming to the studio. Because Joseph Baga was coming that day, my people, let me confess to you here. Melbourne could not pick up my call.
No, I still
slow down. Don't bring us in the show yet. The show hasn't even started yet, Melbourne. I told you today that saying the true Saturday, we're not yet to go in the corner. If we're looking at Joseph Baga John list, you're on that list. Stevie Zago on the list too. Stevie Zago, they made Joseph. I love Joe Ball. Joe Ball a big ball. You know who they
are. Coat. You can't talk about shirt. I talk about a coat.
Melbourne bought new Kosu. The time we're getting married, buy new Kosu. Joseph Baga coming to the office and go buy new Kosu. He a bossman O'Neill Rabble. Joseph Baga leader hanging a dry door. Can you imagine?
Send them the set planning. Send them the told us that in fact we are planning to do radio and engagement. You know, they can speak BB book. We are planning to do radio engagements. Send
my
them.
People. That one of Joseph Baga Johnson on the show here, all the money can be making. Telling poor my young man, hold on. Joseph Baga. Can you imagine? They press over, you know how to. Steve Zago Umpa, you know Steve Zago? What is he talking about? His FBI tree and his security expert talking point of foolishness with confidence that Steve Zago, when he ready to go, the people from Lofa call me, and the people from Lofa, they call him. That Joseph Baga John too. Joseph Baga, you know who else that Joseph Baga John? Fanatic Kofa. We told I won't say that I won't play in Camp Philadelphia, justify Joseph Baga using the budget to travel. We told him, say, slow down. Fanatic Kofa says, now slow down. And we get here the list of all the men, the Liberian men who are grown men, who Joseph Baga position. All of them are Joseph Baga John Fanatic Kofa. Joseph Baga flew in, carried him to go see the Pope while he was there. Can you imagine Joseph Baga the Baptist carry Fanatic Kofa to go see Pope, lean there and move from speakership? Oh man, hey Joe Ball, Joe Ball a big ball. Let me tell you who else that Joseph Baga John folks. Former Justice Janet, Cabinet Janet. He said he's smart, Justice get Justice degree. You better say that one
finish. That won't finish.
Former way bad. That me calling the list. Now you calling list. We discussing serious thing here. That me calling the list. I won't remind you today. Today I said the true Saturday. Another person who Joseph Baga John. Former Justice Cabinet Janet. The thing said they will restore him. He might come made enough for Boaka or passing around, causing Joey and making enough. Hey, big Roma! Oh, they lay too long. All Joseph Baga John will line you up today. Anything on that show here? Making enough. How the LDA will my contribute and whatever it is. He and the other one here, the fluffy boys. The other one who lets me.
They are Lord to do, but
and you know how who lets me bring in a brother went France. They told a brother said they can't tell him because they are free people. That one too, Joseph Baga John here, a twin brother. The fatty guy brother. I wanted that sweet bread that they need, the middle need fluffy boys, sweet bread boys. They let them eat sweet bread. Joseph Baga made food out of order. Can you imagine they suspend you, they keep you on suspension for almost 7-8 months? You see what man man? You can resign. Now only that, my brothers and sisters, the other person who Joseph Baga John, you know Joseph Baga John in America? Stanton water spoon that Joseph Baga John. Oh man. Joseph Baga used that one platform, made to collect money. All the big money guys, he said he can crook America. He can steal from America. Joseph Baga said the one year I will deal with him. I will deal with him. Joseph Baga position him on his own show. Y'all hear it today. Y'all hear it, my people. Your year in life and clear. Stanton water spoon that Joseph Boakai junk. Joseph Boakai using to use a platform to come to power. Then Joseph Boakai dropping the ocean in on the show they making not jumping around. We confused. You know what's going on. You think that joke we joking here? We told you about Joseph Boakai from the beginning. You say, oh, now listen to Ami Mother. Ami Mother lean water. That one who Joseph Boakai. Ami Mother said, now get common sense. I will tell you today. No disrespect to him, but he not get common sense. He's a bandy man, like my brother. But the common sense not there. The common sense not there, my people. Ami Mother not get common sense. Joseph Boakai move you. Listen to this, oh. Joseph Boakai remove you. A chairman of the party. You won't learn from that one. You stay behind Joseph Boakai. You not learn here. You not learn here, Ami Mother. You one of the money men I see that I get common sense. And I will tell you on the show today. You need to make your common sense to work. I can hear them talking say you business man. How you managing that business? Maybe that about crediting because that common sense not working. And I see money men before where the common sense can work. That you the first one I see the common sense not working. Joseph Boakai position. You and Costa are in the same category. They will call your junk to the times two. Two of your junk times two. The other one too that you be passing around with big money, say you get policy, you know they want, you know that one, you know they want. John Molu. Oh, oh my man, that other news today, man. Joseph Boakai junk in other news is John Molu. They made fool out of that one. They made fun out of him. Yes, they made fun out of him. Another Joseph Boakai John like John Lobo. You only Joseph Boakai John. Can you imagine the gate Noah Saul Gibson who a blind man job? You can see them get your job. You passing around taking pictures all day, putting it off for people, the other person's birthday, my senior brother, my senior sister, and let me congratulate my senior brother, the MD, the other. You not see? You ready yet? You better put your legs together, my picking. You not ready yet? You alive, no man like you, Joseph Boakai use all of your like, junks in the time, and you passing around, whole day talking funny thing. You see what? Another Joseph Boakai John. But I want about Joseph Boakai he go straight in the grave. Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson, our Joseph Boakai. Oh, Joe Boba. Joe Boba, a big ball. I told you today we'll call the listing of all of Joseph Boakai Johns. The list too long. It is a countless list. A countless list. Joseph Boakai position, all of them. The only person that refused to be Joseph Boakai John. Like Yege Koluba, when Yege Koluba read it from distance, he said no. He said no. He said no. Another person who Joseph Boakai John, now Prince Johnson, Joseph Boakai gave him away. Joseph Boakai praising during the election, saying he would dance with devil. You ain't ready yet. Joseph Boakai not BM. I stand with Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai, our president. He's from Lofa County. I stand with the man from Lofa County. It's sweet for you. It's sweet for all of you. It's sweet for all of you who Joseph Boakai making fool out of. Especially the Costa, the Ami Mother, the John Molu, the Stanton Waterspoon. I see him on his show, they making noise, shouting, talking funny. That now you know that Joseph Boakai now see your money, papi. We used to tell you before, you just say we hate Joseph Boakai. You told them, Papa King about Joseph Boakai John man. That one would have got a point in jail. He changed two strings, old man knowing in the time. I tell him, ain't saying man, that man knowing the time. He will press Jeremiah Kun and Joseph Boakai as long as he elaborate for the rest of his life. If he any attempt, he will press that government, any attempt to try foolishness. Whether in Africa, in Ghana, whatever it is, with his secret counsel, all the secret money that they're giving you counsel. I'll say it today. You're watching, see. It's going to get serious. It is going to get serious, folks. It is going to get serious. Dylan passing around laughing. He's there on the jungle. He's on the jungle now counts. You're watching. And we are today. Today is the 13th. You're watching. Darius Dylan. Joseph Boakai will dirty him and Yomli Kanga Lawrence. You'll watch today and see. You're going to remember you're write it down. And I really want to Musa Bede say they coming after him and said our joke. Today when and they chasing him, get a rat. We yeah. But folks, we just about to share the show. The other lesson will continue to share the list of all Joseph Boakai John there. For those of you who want to know Joseph Boakai John there. Yeah, Alex Coffin. Alex Alex Coffey. He wanted Joseph Boakai jump to. That whenever be passing around, they say the policy, they all want to talking BBT. Man. Joseph Boakai position all of them. All the policies make all them put in some kind of little bars and lock the bars. They passing around it. They want to talk about the word in the throat. They want to stand on water spoon. You're not letting me know. No, ain't saying crook and criminal. Joseph Boakai teaching. Joseph Boakai showing real original crook. Joseph Boakai showing who the original crook from the 70s, the 60s, the season crook. Joseph Boakai showing Pepe passing around on his show. They're talking funny thing. He's not ready yet. He is not ready. We're not getting no contract. I see the other Pepe passing around in Liberia. 1 minute praising Joseph Boakai, Samuel Jackson, or whatever he need. What that Pepe need? That Pepe wasting your time with.
That's the name there, Samuel Jackson.
That Pepe wasting your time with.
Tomorrow you will say another thing. After tomorrow you come up with another thing.
That Pepe who wasting your time behind $1 passing around with her. No, serious man,
my young man.
He is not a serious man, Pape.
Well, again, you are quite correct. The list, or in fact, the listen, or how you may call it, it's very long because.
I mean, the list big. You are saying you want to list. Say what thing? You want to list to brother?
There. That's what I'm saying now. We up to now.
My man.
President. After
they're not eating soup. They're not eating soup.
One of the best things.
The University of Liberia.
Come back and talk to your people. They play now become taboo for him.
My man.
We are there. But again, even soup from UL, they are also part of the listen because they are crying now.
Sano Johnson, who can be talking there to the old man bigger than the voice and cancer. So that's why I made fool out of all of them.
So many people. And you're right. That's the
Martin
people. How many villagers people talking now?
Martin Colley, a rescue Rambo or whatever you call me. Martin Colley, that was joker. That part I want to talk to one for sending months rather waiting for you. You think it was stupid, you and Abraham, I know daughter, you're passing around making jokes. You think like brother joke, eh? Martin Colley waiting for you. Don't worry, brother. Don't worry. Don't worry. Whip your own case over who and you advocate from Ezra. Hold the Ezra. American who are crying, making noise. The rescue statistician. You know the one I'm making now? The list too long, man. We're bringing the list.
No, actually, the list is long.
My man, I see the beginning of soup. I see the beginning of soup. Joseph Boakai, I stand with you. You must shut politics down in soup. Let me say it today. I stand with Joseph Boakai. Yeah. The vanguard student, whatever you call it, unification part. It may have said your protests. I stand with the president. I stand with whoever came out with that rule that they should ban. I stand with them because you're not a serious group of people. You don't want to stand up for what is right. It may. Let me say it today. Let me say it today. The soup. It's time for you to stand up now. You're the young people. And don't try that same thing. The same thing you're seeing them doing today, don't try it. But say we're talking about president, don't say. Maybe throw our video there. Let's hear from one of the people that. Let's hear something. Let's remind the older folks. I'm talking about the young people that who don't know nothing. Your Bugani.
You just I don't know what you
Tabula Raza and Bugani. We're not talking about your.
Yes. Good afternoon, Steve. Good afternoon, Maybon. Good afternoon to our listening audience and followers. Glad to be here. Steve, this thing you're talking here, sometimes I can really be thinking about it. How come they or Pape with a blamado degree, 80-year-old man keep using people now 40 years, 50 years? If they're using them like that, how can somebody with blamado degree, old man like that, instead of somebody that's supposed to be grandpa for them to direct him, and he using young people like this? Why?
The answer simple. Why me want load in the first video? Me want please load the first video. Yeah, please load the first video. I beg you. Let me tell you the answer. The answer very simple. It comes down to one thing, Mr. Masale. When you decide to compromise the truth, this is what you get. That's it. I'm not saying these people are bad people necessarily. I'm saying at some point in their lives, they chose to compromise the truth. Where they saw the truth, they decided to go away from the truth. And this is what's haunting them now. They knew that Joseph Boakai would not offer the task. They knew that there is no way Joseph Boakai can do anything to rescue or to save Liberia. They knew it because, you know how I know it? I know it because Joseph Boakai didn't just run. Joseph Boakai told you he was living on loan. How can somebody who living on loan come and rescue you? Loan
exactly.
And rescue in the same sentence? Loan and rescue, can they be in the same sentence? When we tell you that you don't get there with us, You get there with yourselves who compromise your values. You compromise your integrity like John Molude. The other people that who talk to these serious-minded people. It's not about winning. It's not about winning. Let me tell you today, it is never about winning. It is about doing what is right to secure the future. When you do that, today in America, we got Donald Trump passing around, made the whole country low upside down. Because when we told them, you saw the man's behavior. You saw how the man is acting. This man got no principle, nothing. You saw Joseph Yuma Boakai behavior as a candidate. You still stand around and say you will rescue the country. Like, you get here today, when we talk here, then you'll get there with us. Whipper will continue to say the truth. Whipper, you can get there with me, but what are you, my friend or not? John Lobo and my boy. We grew up together. John Lobo and my boy. Let me tell you today. John Lobo and my boy. If I can call John Lobo out, I can call anybody out. I want you to understand it today. That is to tell you, I don't play games. I don't play games when it comes to the lives of our people and what we stand for. You know how long me and John, you know how far me and John Lobo come? Do you guys know? You have no idea. You have no idea. We ate burger week together. Let me tell you today, that's not American friendship. The whole family, a man, a pa, his sisters, his brothers. We literally live together. Then we came to America. We hang out together again. If I can call him out, who I can call, ain't really in that country.
And the problem, the way Joseph Boakai brought himself down, he was so loyal to these people. So they just said to themselves, oh, when the Papa win the election, we issue on him. Because the Papa brought himself down. So they saw our opportunity for them to really come and do what they do. But today, the Papa issue on them.
Let me resend it. Maybe a part of your planet video that you got because we've been sharing.
Yes, indeed. So to just add up to Brother Ali and other Steve, I think Steve, you knew it because of greed. You know, most of our people back home, they pretend.
Let me say you the first one.
Yeah, thank you. Most of our people, they pretend that in fact that they love the country.
Let me say the second one.
You know, because no one will think about loving country, and you have a bunch of corrupt people who are stealing from the country, and you pray sinking there in the name of your love country. Which country you love? The first thing you want people accountable, as Steve was saying. So one of the people that come to power, they want these positions just because they want to also be part of these are the
facts, my brother.
The stealing association. People come from the US, they come here and they join the power group. They steal from our people. Oh, man.
Let me tell you the thing. Let me tell you the thing. So many guys thought they could have used Joseph Boakai because of his age and maneuver their way through. That the same way they brought John Weah, they thought they could have used him. John Weah, they turned against him. Some of them will start turning against Joseph Boakai because they're not finding their way with him. So this is what. Another John, but I made a list today, but he got to make a list before we listen to our sonny. Benan Ure. Benan Ure. He made a list. Mr. Ure from the farm. They carry you on carriage by fire and throwing that they can dance with them. On your own farm. They tell you what's up. Can you imagine on your own farm? Somebody enter your own house and tell you, say, you don't see your money, man. That what happened to Ure. Ure will be fine, my papa. He will be fine.
And just imagine you have people who have Rebels Association to
I still like business. Me.
Rebels Association.
I like Costa. I like Delon. I like Nomlikanga Lawrence. They are human beings. They are Liberians. I have nothing against them. It's not personal. But the truth will be said. If because of that, you will hate me or you will not like my business, that's fine. But still respect you guys and I like you guys, but I will call you guys out because you allow yourselves to be used. Another person on the list. Another person on the list. And they will be the last person for today. Next week will continue the list. Jeru Verdi at TRCB, man. I want to promise you. Justin Minister, you know that Justin Minister,
Justin Minister position.
You ready?
Running all around how Jefferson Koji K or
Jeru Verdi on the junk list. He's a junk. Joseph Boakai. That Joseph Boakai junk in there. Joseph Boakai issue on all of them. Joseph Boakai issue on them. All of them.
If you listen to Joseph Boakai's story, how you sold a sec better go to the fuller business, man. You can do that papa that old cook.
No, Melbourne, I want the first one. The first one there.
Well, that's the video that you just sent me now.
I send you two, my man. Because you on the list too, so you get confused today. You tabula rasa.
The prophet just doing all kinds of things to us.
Me boy la Buccaneer.
Yeah, no, tabula rasa. What's up with the tabula rasa? No, but let me say that to you. Let me say the
People
tabula rasa.
you know, Steve, I don't even get it, but again,
Tabula rasa. I send the first one to you. Tabula rasa. I play the first one.
all right, let me see. People will sacrifice their own life or their
We're going to real quick.
yeah.
Seven a big boy. You're not on the John list. He's a big boy. Yeah, let me say it. You're not on John list.
But the same thing he said to me, oh, my young man.
The first one, the one I get BBC on, and then the one you play first. The one I just sent to you, the one I say history 1985, and the one you play first. Then the one I say part 2, and the second one you play second hand. So, mama, don't be confused because you're on the list. So we're not on the list, not on the list, not on the list, Masale not on the list. You and your boss man.
Mama, it's good to be on the list.
On the list.
Listening is good to be there.
Two FM bodies.
What kind of list? What kind of list is that?
The list of all the junk that Joseph Baga ate and food. On that list, Joseph Baga food you. Costa on the list, Joseph Baga food you. Jerome Fordia on the list. No, the list too long, Mr. Kane. I'm gonna play our thing. That people.
So which one of me want boss man on that list now?
Only Robert. Here, never on Joseph Baga food. They say you're going to have show with them. They go back to Joseph Baga leave it on the list. Yeah. Oh, open the list of them, Mr. Kane.
It's just a game. Everybody.
You were on the list, Mr. Kane. You were Joseph Baga Fui, you on the list. Joseph Baga saying you would dance with the devil, right in Benena, you were on the farm. On the farm. You call a man on the farm, his name is Junior Word. I want to let my Joseph Baga Bene. I let my Baga Bene. Baga my hero. Joseph Baga my hero.
You ewala papi.
My man papi, I want him to beg you back. Let me hear the man voice, please. Folks, please listen to this video quickly. It's very short. Maybe we're not hearing the sound. Maybe is it playing? Because we're not hearing it, please. Mais bon.
Mais bon, you freeze?
Yeah, anything here. What me want doing? Mais bon.
Masha, I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing anything. But we can hear you, maybe, but we can't hear the sound from the video is not even playing.
Yeah, the video not so you gotta hit play, please. Yeah, maybe you know restart it, please, Chief. Yeah, so folks, Sekou Kana is not on the list. I'm not on the list. Mr. Masale is not on the list. Please, nobody man put my girl tell her you were there. She not on our list. Tell her you is not on the list.
No, me on the list, oh.
No, you're not on the John list. You're not on the John list. And guess who on the list?
Me, you know Baga put me on the list before you even became president. What are you talking about?
Guess who on the list?
Your Baga get SKT you away. No call, no show.
Oh yes.
They made me told me I'm gonna write letter to put a letter approval for you. Told me to put approve it. He told me everything.
My people, I forgot.
So me are number one on that list.
My people, you forget me. Sekou Kana is on the popular Raza list because you are in contact with Joseph Boaka. Oh no!
You know me about this to talk every day.
That the thing that made Sekou give up. Sekou called me that day. I remember he said, "Come to the house, Aki." He said, "But what's going on?" I said, "Who you, Papi?" He said, "Joseph Boaka." And that your countryman. I said, "Yeah, what happened?" He said, "But we saw the show with the man. No call, no show." I said, "But you on the list?" So Sekou is on the list. Joseph Baga fooey as well. Oh, no call, no show that Sekou needed. Sekou is on the Tabula Rasa list. Just so you know. The Bugania list is on it. Sekou told me, say, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to go, oh, you have to wear a suit. because the former vice president coming. I say, I'm not part of that your thing. I don't trust Joseph Boakai. The only way I will wear close to Kahuna show when I see him. I don't trust him for anything. So we say, oh, don't talk like that. And you can't talk to the papa like that. And the papa will come. And I get guarantee. I say, guarantee? Second, wait, no God, no show. Mama, I was begging.
Yeah, the Babylon will send an email. So Costa and other people can approve it. And more leading. I send an email now, they appreciate people approve it. You can come on the show. When? Choose your date. Wednesday or Thursday or Saturday. Wednesday, Tuesday. I say, okay, no problem. We'll make the flyer and everything. For now, day up to night, Babylon coming.
But maybe if they want can play, then you can play the second
on
one.
YouTube.
Because I don't know what's going on. If they want can play, you can play the second one.
Because that means that we have to ask some of our viewers as to what are they getting, because how can you and Mr. Conan get in, but I'm getting the sound?
No. We're not getting it, bro.
We're not getting anything yet.
We're not getting anything from you, bro.
Maybe it's not in the system. Just need to put it in the system. That's all.
You know what? I don't know. Maybe my second play from here said, because we're not getting it from your side, maybe. You acting one way today. Maybe you there?
Yeah, I'm here. If you want to do it, you can do it. Let me see.
No, I can't do it because the video was downloaded on. But okay, but then can you play the second one?
Okay, good. Let me try it. See, because
yeah, we'll thank you, my man. We want lay the premise for the conversation today because these are some of the things. Maybe everybody tell you they say una. Folks, right after we finish playing the video, we're getting into the conversation today. We are going to get into the next course of action. What they intend to do to Musa Belete, the CMC, the rest of the opposition. We'll let you know ahead of time so that when it's happening, we can know. There's a lot of things going on, folks. Yeah, they make one man that news said we'll put in our play there.
You gotta ask Mr. Cannon, maybe Mr. Cannon, I'm gonna update that in there. Whatever it is.
I noticed something on the video itself. It's playing now, but no sound, because when you go to the video itself on the far, it should be on your far right. Click on it again on the video itself. I'm not sure if the stuff is muted. The stuff is muted. The video itself is muted.
Then maybe Facebook only.
No.
I'm saying maybe now because you can't tell. So let me play another video and see as to what are there no sound. Then we'll know as.
Yeah, but I'll be playing another video quick. Let me try to play because I got to send it to myself.
It's possible, and maybe it's Facebook.
Let me email it to myself. Once I email it to myself, I'll be able to play on this side.
Okay, no problem. You can do that. Let me see. Let me look for the.
Yeah, put that. I think you had that CMC video earlier on, right?
Yes. I was looking for one to play. Let me see. Because we're playing here and we're getting it. What is the video? Okay, come. Yep. Mr. Khan, so what say you with the listen? Ali, maybe you have one or two questions. Maybe we still forget about quickly.
I mean, I just added myself on the list. So.
The man on the list. What's it? What is on the list? The man on the list is always.
Okay, good. Mr. Khan, you getting it on?
I'm not hearing any sound, though. I'm not hearing any sound.
Well, so let's see how best to do this adjustment from our end here. Let me see whether it's coming from my end or from the network.
Maybe, maybe sometimes the video itself, there's something, a little thing can be there. That little thing, once it's close, it's not going to, the video
Yeah,
not going to, the
that's
song will not
happening.
come out. So
That's exactly what happening.
you gotta click on that one. When you click on that one,
That's
then it will open the volume on the video itself.
what's happening on the video.
Go to the video section to the right hand corner, down the lower right hand side corner. I mean,
It looks
right
like
hand
a
corner.
little soundbar for the voice. Where the voice?
Yeah, the little thing there.
You're coming to teach me RT 101.
Okay, but if you know, I can upload it.
I know all these things. I'm into this thing for months or years now, so I understand.
Okay,
Okay, boss man, we're not teaching you again.
Sorry, but we're going now.
No, but I don't really know exactly what's going on. Maybe
Okay, I can play from this side.
So play to so you can see exactly if the issues.
Okay, I will show you on the first one. Then maybe you'll do on the second one. See, okay, quickly. Let me do it. I hope this is it. Nobody, you guys can see it, right?
Exactly the same way.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So you see right there? I click on that little thing on that side. Mr. Cannon was talking about. See right there when I click on it.
That's the problem. I don't understand. I know.
Okay,
that.
so then is it playing?
If it does not play, that means the video itself got problem.
Okay, it's playing now.
Yeah, we're not hearing it though. We're not hearing it.
So you see it. At least
maybe
do that before listening that way.
Maybe it's a video. Maybe it's not a system, it's a video.
Yeah, it's a video. Definitely, it is a video now. Well, folks, your sorry is the video itself. Maybe we got to download it to play, but it is playing on my end here, but it can't transmit through the system. I don't know why. But let's leave it as that. Basically, that was the voice of Thomas Kuyongba. Wanted to bring you to history. For those of you, 1985, November 12th, when he was captured, we wanted for you to hear his voice, what he said about President Doe, about the corruption, and why the king took over. Then, after a few hours later on, BBC also interviewed the correspondent in Monrovia. That's the part 2 of this video. And we'll try to work the voice out to play it on another show. And they were asked about what's going on in the country, and they talked about it. The same thing, the same corruption and manipulation, and how Thomas Kuyongba was killed and all of that. Now, why are we bringing this conversation to you? Why are we going back all the way to Thomas Kuyongba time? Why are we going back all the way to 1985? Back then to 1980? Why are we saying all these things to talk to you about today? Here is the truth of the matter. The same people, the same behavior from 1985, from 1980, the reason why they killed Tolbert, it hasn't changed. It's all about benefiting themselves. This thing has not changed. So, that being said, some of you who've been following SKTV, one of the things that glue you or that keep you coming to this station, even though sometimes we can criticize your leaders, we can criticize your favorite political persons or actors or actor, but you still watch us religiously, even to the major news outlets in Liberia. I'm saying it today. Most of your big news people in Liberia can follow us. The reason for that is they know that we are credible. They respect us. They might not like us. Even United Party people, as I speak to you now, they are glue. They respect what we say, and they know that we are credible. That being said, the United Party has agreed and has come together along with the surrogates that they will shut down Musa Belete businesses. We were the first people that told you that they were going to go after Musa Belete and other political leaders in the oppositions. And we the fact when I told you that, we told you a month and weeks ago. Some of you downplay it. Oh, nothing happened to Musa, man. Yeah, man. Oh, nothing. And what did Musa get? Musa that day, Musa that. We told you. We're telling you today. What is the next course of action? And we're telling you also today on the record, they will go after Alexander Cummings. Yeah. If Joe Weah comes back to Liberia and he opens his mouth and talk about politics, they will go after him. They will go after his wife, Claudia. You hear it. This is serious. These guys have made up their mind that they will not leave power, that they will consolidate power. For my old man and my papa, then who can understand the BB English, consolidate, it means they will make sure they stay in power. They will do everything they can to stay in power. So anybody that criticize them, anybody that say anything about them, they will come after you. They will use the courts. They will use other means to come after you. Even if they will get rid of you, they will get rid of you. If they cause them to kill you, let me not use that word, get rid of you. You got a BB word in there. They will kill you. You're here today. If it causes them to kill you, they will kill you. They won't be in power. They won't stay in power. They don't want nothing like opposition to them. That's why when anybody criticizes the government, the Minister of Information will come and curse you, curse your man, curse your family, or his deputy will come and curse your man, curse your... Even if you pastor, they will come and attack you. And today, Amara Kone yesterday wrote that he stand with Musa Belede and Shamrock, the business. What thing happened to Amara Kone today? Any attacking Amara Kone to go everywhere? Before we ask Mr. Kane and Mr. Masale for the reaction, let me say this. Let me say this quickly to the opposition. And I say, you might not be bouncing around. And I say, you might not be picking sass. And I say, you might not be adding here to say, you're not in Liberia, you don't know what's going on. And I say, you might not see one person being attacked. And you sit down, you fold your hand. Opposition or opposition. You're here today. Opposition means opposition. You can be opposition and you friendly with government. That's how it works. The sooner you put yourself together, the better it will be for you. If you don't, these guys will destroy you one by one, and you will sit down on the touchline and be watching while they destroy your friend and you're saying that. Let me come to Mr. Kane. Mr. Kane, now you're the CMC people. Let me reach out to your friend. The men are coming after your boss man. Don't forget about that whole business thing that's scam. And that business own. That to destroy individual and parties they own. The United Party will destroy you. Let me say it to you. Don't take it for a joke. Do not take it for a joke. So Mr. Kane, what say you? They coming after you, we're telling you again, you're taking for a joke. We don't care. We can say the truth. We don't care. Anyway, let's go to Mr. Masale. Mr. Masale, CDC people, y'all passing around making noise. The minute and broke down your whole building. You're in do fun. I see a car getting bouncing around, just talking. See the other having wizard men talking about your fully never confident. They reach out to you, my brother. And they come in all your institutions, and first of all, what they are doing is they're calling your senior member to go after you as part of the strategy to break down the CDC Foundation. Thomas Farah, the carrying, now he's moving with Joseph Boaka, Sir Joseph, the position now he's talking funny thing. Nothing you. They get other people that are talking to honor call to hold him for honor you, to move a chair for honor Joe. What you say, my brother? You see these people.
Yeah, Steve, this government, I don't think they mean well for the Liberian people. For the fact that you said you came to rescue the country, and since you came to power, your own arrest agenda, your rescue mission, 2 years of your administration, you haven't touched it yet, but you keep destabilizing the country, undermining the peace and stability of the country. I don't think this is something good. This is not democracy. Everybody belongs to a political party, and not everybody is supposed to be in unity party. You can't get a country running with only one party system. These are some of the things that people kill one another in our country because they wanted a multi-party system in the country. And Joseph Boakai, you were in that country, saying you came from, people say you from Sierra Leone or whatsoever. You been in that country, you know the history of Liberia, what brought war in that country, what brought about coup, all of these things you experience them, you know about it. And these are some of the things sometimes when you talk about, people say, oh, you're sitting in America, you want to cause tension in the country, you're talking about war coming in the country, something that brought war before. If you see a government that is trending on the same path, what will you say? Because the same thing that other people did that brought war to the country, and you get a government that doing the same thing, is that not possibility of bringing war to the country? You can do that. Going after political opponent, that's not the right thing. They kind of modern age and time. You were elected to serve the Liberian people. Focus on serving and govern well. Rescue the country. You said people were dying, they were struggling, the economy was broken down. All of these things, you came to power. These are things you're supposed to focus on. Like you see, people know what this government intend to do, just as you said, to go after people. When you not align with them, when you get your businesses, they will go after your businesses and whatsoever you are doing. This is why you see Thomas Fala was forced to do a 360-degree turn to align with Joseph Boakai, remove Fonati Kufa, and now he with him. This other guy, Sir Joseph, he want to protect his businesses. So today he had to break away from the CDC and say he coming to form his own party, all of these things, but he's also in line with Joseph Boakai. So everybody trying to protect their businesses and other things. Nobody want Joseph Boakai to post some kind of crime on you, they drag you to court, they go, they put you in subway, they lock you up after 30 minutes or 2-3 days, they put you outside to keep you quiet. So the best thing is to fall in line with them. And I don't think that is good for our country. Honor or rescue government. You keep undermining the peace and stability of our country. Things that are happening around like this, we saw what happened in Nepal. These are things that should call your attention. What you are doing in the country at your age and the time you spend in government. Joseph Boakai could have been one of the best presidents ever in the history of Liberia. He been in government for a very long period of time that he could use that experience and thing to govern the country, but he didn't learn anything. All of these years, he only learned how to be hateful, vindictive, and cruel to go after people, and this is what he's doing. Nothing this old man have done for people to regret, for people to say, oh yes, it was good for CDC to go, man. This papi, he's the best person we brought. But saying he came to power is just like wish hunt, going after people. We saw what happened to our party headquarters. This is all about politics. You see, you and I know I stand to be corrected. Since I've been in America, yeah, when they talk about evasion, they will come, they tell you, oh yes, they pull out evasion notice on your door, they give you the time that you're supposed to leave. And when you don't leave, the sheriff will come, the police will be there, they pull all your things out. But you give somebody evasion to do, break it down their place, all of these things. Everybody know the politics that will play in it. The same way today with the Capitol building case. This government should focus on rescuing our country and do the right thing instead of doing things that will cause chaos tomorrow in the country. We don't want war in Liberia. We want a peaceful country. If President Boakai cannot maintain the peace and stability he inherited, George Weah inherited it from Madam Selig, he maintained it. Joseph Boakai, you inherited it. Please maintain it. If you can, then just leave the country peacefully. Turn power over to your vice president instead of governing the country, making it to look so that kind of way fearful for people. You cannot speak. Stephen, there's a girl that was very, very sick at the point of death. That girl reached out to me for help. I say, your situation is very worse. I alone cannot handle this. What we do, come on the radio, maybe we can generate some money, whatsoever you get, and I can see what to do so you can go and get your treatment. That girl couldn't do it because why? She working for second and $75. When they hear her on any radio station, she will lose her job. People are in the country, they don't have no freedom of speech. They have government officials, they have other people, they all on social media. If you even say me a comment, they say, oh, Steve, he for so and so ministry, he may comment today on so and so post. You will lose your job easily. Is that a rescue? I don't think that is good for our country. The government had to stop what they are doing. Or else we want to take us back to where we come from, and we pray against that.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Let me be clear on the record on something that you said. The day you're bringing somebody to collect money for them in that country, I'm going to be on the show. I will leave. I'm not doing that. I want to be clear. I'm not part of that. I don't want to be part of that. The reason is very simple. We cannot keep enabling our people to have the dependency syndrome. They must, whether you voted for Joseph Boakai or not, or us, our president, they must hold the government to account. The people who are stealing the monies, the people who are eating the monies, these people must be held accountable and responsible. So if they made them vex, let them go hold the government accountable. If they want to collect money, let them go on a page. Me, I will not lead show. I will not be conducting the show yet that day to collect money for an individual. I want to be clear. Anybody want to say about, let them say about. It's time that the Labrampo stand up. It's time that the Labrampo hold the bull by his own. Let us stop rushing to the aid and saving them. The elected of government, let our government be held accountable. Joseph Boakai left the country. The UN General Assembly does not start till a couple of weeks. He left the country for allegedly to come and take a treatment in America.
Really?
All the time, they're eating the people money. Delon is saying now, when they're ready to rap funny thing, and normally them passing around. The children in America, they're enjoying. And you get a Labrampo saying that over there, making excuses for them. And I'm going to come on the platform to collect money for them. I'm not part of that thing. I'm not a crazy man. I'm not a stupid guy. I don't do that. So I just want to be clear. I don't hate Liberian people. I got nothing against them. But it's time that we tell our people to stand up to these criminals and these rogues. The same way how the people in the park did. They chase the government officials and leaders. The Liberian people need to do that. They don't need to be war. They need to chase these people. They need to go after them. You know how many people suffering in that country? Yeah, I'm sorry, I can sit down here. Or if Sktvlib were collecting money for individuals that are suffering in that country, you know what kind of time we'll be wasting here? We able to do that? Because if you do that for John Red and then Paul will come with a unatin, then Mary come with a unatin, then Samson come with a untu. I got any day for that? I got any day for that. The kind is up to you. What say you? The people playing the car after you. They won't shut your chairman. They won't shut your political leader and business down. You're not going to shoot up on it.
Yeah, so I think Mong is on. You guys can add him.
Yes.
All right, Mong, welcome. How you doing, sir?
Not much, guys. I'm doing great. Just following the conversation and on a Saturday.
Yeah. So Steve, thank you for asking me as to what I have to say. What is important here is that we have to understand that Joseph Boakai government came on lies and deception, and they're going to go with it. They are not serious about the country. They are not serious about fighting corruption. They are not serious about even providing any money for the people. If there were any money that really want to recover, let them follow what Musa Belete said. Musa Belete said, let's audit the House of Representatives. The 54th, the 55th, let's audit it. But because they know when they audit it, millions, hundreds of millions of dollars will be recovered. Then where Labrampo money is. But for not to cover, decide to say, you know what, I agree to audit. They form the conspiracy against him from the Senate, from the VP. VP know he was in the House of Representatives. He's one of the most corrupt people in the country. Thomas Fowler is one of the most corrupt people in the country. So is Richard Kuhn. So the reason why they're behind Musa Belete, they told him. So, the point I want to make here, Steve, is that those who are saying, a lot of people get phone call, everybody, not complaining, when the Musa Belete complaining, okay, rented. Let's forget about the storage. What about the contract with China Union? The reservoir for China Union, Musa Belete have had that for so many years, renting it for China Union. The letter that was sent to China Union by Labrador government asking them to take away the team from Musa Ability. That one too that does not matter the targeting. And the reason for that, they called Musa Ability for a meeting. They told him, my man, you gotta leave the whole thing. The whole other thing, forget about it. The whole Philosophy Kufa thing, forget about it. Let the man go. The whole rule of I mean, how you call this? I don't know, whatever rule committee,
Rule of law.
you know, rule of law committee thing, forget about it. So they don't care about Liberia. They don't care about recovering any money for anybody. All they're doing, they try to fight everybody, try to eliminate all the possibility so that they will have no opponent, no strong opposition to challenge them. But let me tell you the good news. That plan, I'm not saying they're not going to succeed on other people, but on Musa Ability, they will never succeed. God first. But as you're planning, other people are planning. And I can guarantee you, whatever they prepare to do, we are prepared with the worst. I'm not there at the government. But you know what? We've had a lot of leaders that come and go. Not only in Liberia. A lot of powerful leaders. A lot of dictators. So Joseph Barker is now of exception. It's no an exception for Joseph Barker. So Joseph Barker and the entire government, whatever they are planning, we already know. We have people among them that can communicate the information to us. So everything that they are doing to Musa Ability business, they will do it for some time. But they're not going to achieve their goal, which is to stop Musa Ability in the CMC from challenging them, retiring them in 2029. That's the message I got for them. Anything they do, we know it, and we have response for them. As a matter of fact, in the coming days, CMC will be engaged vigorously in other country and district on the developmental initiative that we already taken on, and we'll do more. We'll go to other places. So they're not going to stop anything. Everything they're doing, they're wasting their time.
Thank you.
That's what I want to say, Steve.
Thank you. Monk, let's welcome you to the show this afternoon. My man, a lot going on. We've said a lot here. I know you've been following to some extent. What is your initial reaction?
Well, my initial reaction is very simple. You know, that's the downside and the upside of democracy. The people, the free will and the choice to make decisions that will either impact the country negatively or positively. The only reason I'm engaging in Liberian politics, I believe we got one more shot. I'm not saying that we might be right in giving the last shot. I'm just saying, looking at the term, I can tell you emphatically that my little voice are out on the show when it comes to any process in Liberia, politically, directly or indirectly, I'm giving it one more shot. The one thing that I tell people all the time, we are not on the planet forever. We got expiration date as human beings. We were born, we will grow up, we will get old, and we will die. The most important currency on this planet is time. You cannot replace time. You can replace money, you can replace property, you can lose your child, and you can have another child. But the one thing that you will never be able to get back is your time. Our people have settled for this. They pretend as if to say there are no other alternative in Liberia that can help progress that country or move that country forward. They accept what they were giving. You saw the nonsense that came from early start. They call it bus stop, almost like a metro transit. That's what our people settle for. You saw it from our town one way. Look, the politicians will not behave in the way they are behaving without the support of the people. Steve, let me tell you something. If you are entitled to $50 a month, right? That's an entitlement that is documented. When I give you $10 and you accept it, what make you think I will increase your $10 to even $20 or to at least? I won't be under the pressure to do that. Our people believe that mediocrity and poverty is their own portion in life. That's why they believe the country has always been what they have settled for. So while the president, and so when it comes to this international trip as well, like I said, or like we keep saying on this show, it's a money-making adventure for politicians. You know, they were giving a budget and they will exhaust that budget in every single fiscal year. So the more trip they make, the more money, the more dedicated go on the trip, the more they take from the state. When you look at the value added or they retain on investment. All these international trade. That's why I tell you, when you look at smarter countries that want to do better, you can tell from their leader. Most of these countries, they send their foreign minister with few individuals as delegates because they must come to these conferences. Once there is no incentive available, they won't waste the time bringing 33 and 40 people in. No, they won't. But in the case of Liberia, my brother, it's money making from the president. They believe that they have won. They are giving political power. So you cannot cry more than the bereaved. Only the Liberian people you can look up to make the next decision come to the 29th. If they will decide to take a different course, or they will decide to keep the status quo. But the elections are over. I will always say that. I will sound like a broken record. We cannot really litigate the elections. The elections are over. We got 6 years to go. And every time I come on the show, the one people are mentioning, the young people, you just saw in Nepal. I think we got to go to that statistic. I think they put Nepal smarter than us because they said Nepal is the dumbest country in the world. But the young people of Nepal, you know what happened in Nepal, Steve?
Well, explain it quick because I got a video that I won't pull up here. I want Melbourne to pull up. I'm not sure if he's in the studio there. I want Melbourne to play that video. Talk about it really quick.
Let me talk about that thing. It's very important too.
Yeah, we'll play the video to talk about it, please.
In Nepal, right? Nepal have been very inconsistent when it comes to leadership. It has been a systemic corruption for years, if not decades. So the young people, the Generation Z in Nepal, and the Nepalese, because they believe that corruption is endemic in the society, is almost like a traditional. The politicians had a habit of flattening their so-called riches to the poor people. So the young children got mad. When the kids got mad, they understood one thing, that the government knew one thing, that the social media is a collaborative tool. We saw it during the Arab Spring that young people quit to assemble on social media and launch. We saw it in Kenya recently. So the Generation Z said, this is nonsense. We are the youngest people in this country. We will pay the ultimate cost. We got the longest time to spend on the planet. We will not take that. So the Generation Z, guess what they did? The government, when they assembled, they created a chat rooms and things. The government started shutting down the social media activity. They first started with Twitter. They went to Facebook. So the children say, hell no. If you think you can stop it on Facebook, then we are taking it to the street. That's how they went and burned the parliament building. They burned other major institutions and get the whole government on their feet today. Some of them running for their lives. That's just how it is. People won't accept nonsense all the time. So just because you are giving power and think that you can round other people because you believe you have consolidated power, maybe it might work in other countries. They are not taking it lightly anymore. They are taking matters into their own hand. Now, I will just stop there for now. That gets a quick synopsis of what
yes, Melbourne, please upload that video quick for us to play it, because some of our people did not follow it. We've been talking on the show here about Liberia having the second lowest IQ in the world. Nepal has the #1 lowest IQ in the world. But like Monk said, in this instant, they took a survival and preservative method in order to secure their lives in the future, so they can continue to be #1 stupid country in the world. Let me use that word. Sorry if it offends some people. But when your IQ is low, it means that you can't think, you can't reason well. So they say, no, this time around, we want reasoning well. So Liberia, nobody's saying bring war, but take your destiny in your hand. Get serious about it. Melbourne, please play that video really quick. Folks, we'll take a few minutes here to watch that video. It's very interesting. I watched the entire thing.
It's chaos in the Himalayas. The tiny country of Nepal has been gripped by violence. The parliament was on fire. Ministers were thrashed on the streets. The Supreme Court was torched, and the capital of Kathmandu was overrun. This wasn't just a protest. It was a total upheaval. The biggest exit came around noon today. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli announced his resignation. He simply couldn't hang on. Oli had unleashed a crackdown on Monday. It was the worst in Nepal's recent history. 19 protesters were killed, plus at least 100 were injured. And today, the backlash was evident. Thousands of protesters hit the streets of Nepal. Oli's own private residence was torched. Take a look. The Prime Minister had no choice. He announced his resignation later in the day. He said he was quitting to allow a political solution to the crisis. Soon afterwards, an army helicopter was seen over his house. It ferried Oli away from the chaos. To where? Well, nobody knows yet. But what exactly is the root of this crisis and how did it escalate so fast? The trigger was a social media ban. Last week, Kathmandu blocked 26 online platforms, including Instagram and Facebook. In response, thousands of young Nepalese hit the streets. Now, Nepal, as you would know, is a young country. Around 43% of the population is below 40 years of age. So the protesters were largely Gen Z. And their complaints were not limited to social media.
जुन ये जो हुआ है ना ये इतना कुछ ये सोशल बैंडिंग के लेके नहीं हुआ है हम लोगों को चाहिए यूथ लीडर चाहिए अब हम लोग परिवर्तन खोज रहे हैं ये पूरे लोग है ना ये पूरे लीडर है ना वो हम लोग अब वक्त हो गया है अब नहीं चाहिए हमारा यूथ चाहिए अब
Every corruption in the country from the local level to federal level, all the Nepalese citizens are fed up of corruption. Every youth are going outside the country, so we want to protect our youth and make the country's economy better.
We'll deal with the issues in detail, but first, let's look at how the chaos unfolded. On Monday, the government stood firm. They imposed a curfew in parts of Kathmandu. They also repelled protesters with water cannons and bullets. We're talking live ammunition here, not rubber pellets. That crackdown killed 19 protesters. But the government miscalculated. The deaths added to the public anger, and today things escalated even more. Oli tried to salvage the situation. He even lifted the ban on those social media platforms, but it was too late. The protests had spiraled out of control. Important government buildings were set on fire, like the Parliament and the Supreme Court. Take a look. The anger was also directed at ministers. Nepal's finance minister was chased through the streets. He was thrashed and stripped by a mob.
Wow.
The foreign minister was also targeted. Her name is Arzu Devba. She's also the wife of Nepal's former Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Devba. Both of them were attacked by a mob. The former Prime Minister was seen covered in blood. And here's the thing. It wasn't just the ruling parties either. Even the opposition was targeted in this protest. Nepal's ousted coalition had two major parties, Oli's Communist Party and the Nepali Congress. The opposition is led by another communist faction. Their top leader is Pushp Kamal Dahal. And his house was also attacked. So basically, no one was spared. Today's protests targeted Nepal's entire ruling class. It was an outpouring of pent-up anger against corruption, against lack of jobs, and against political instability. Now, we cannot defend the violent methods that they chose, certainly not the mob attacks. But they do show the level of frustration, of anger, and disappointment. And as with any upheaval, now comes the most important question. What happens next? The Nepalese army is trying to control things. They are protecting some of the ministers. The army also released a statement hours ago, and here's what it says. We request all to remain calm, maintain social harmony, and uphold national unity. We earnestly appeal to the entire Nepali army, the youth, and the general public to stay united and disciplined. The president, too, has released a statement. He is urging the protesters to not cause further damage. He wants them to come to the table, basically to find a political solution. Now, earlier today, some reports claimed that the president had also resigned, but as it turned out, that is not the case. Fake news tends to be rampant during such crises. As always, we promise to be accurate. At First Post, we prioritize facts over sensationalism, which brings us to the ground situation at the moment. There were protests and celebrations late into the evening. Nepalese youth continued to clash with riot cops.
Well, no. I think we've seen enough so that we can react quickly and then get to the line. Folks, if you want a video, reach out to me. We have the video. We follow the story. We're not saying this to encourage violence or anything, but the route the government is taking, banning student politics, they're going after political actors, business owners, and so forth in Liberia. The government is playing dangerously. You get the finance minister with an accusation from the GAC that monies are missing, and the passing around going on a station called Class Reloaded, lying, talking about the foolish thing and making them know that our intellectual business or why our people are hungry and they're suffering. They're staring the path. They create Joseph Boakai Jackie from China, Japan, spent huge amount of money with Delon, foreign minister, they came back with nothing. Then they come America again with another huge delegation that millions of dollars they're spending. Nothing coming from here. Our people are not stupid. You're provoking the young people. You're provoking the young people. You're provoking things. You saw how the policemen were running away for their life. Police people to get life, they get family. But I will leave it there. Mr. Kane, how do you react to this video? Then we'll come to Masale, and then we'll go to Monk. Then we'll go to the line. We'll turn it over to Melbourne. We'll go to the lines. We'll hear from our people.
Yeah, so like you said, we are not inciting violence, but if the black people are really going through something, only they themselves can take themselves from in it. And what I can tell you, all Liberians may sit down supinely and allow these guys to do what they want to do with them. We will not allow that to happen. And one thing I can guarantee, one thing can lead to another. The sooner the Joseph Boakai government will realize that they were elected to change the country, to stop corruption, to change the life of our people, to provide jobs. This is Joseph Boakai had all the answers. But at the end of the day, they are not doing that. They are focusing on enriching themselves. They're pocketing all the money for themselves and their family. Why the people that even voted for them are suffering? But then, they are not even focusing on how they can improve the people's life. But they are focused on making sure that they will have no opponent in 2029. By targeting political leaders, political actors and their businesses. Well, the day Liberian people say enough is enough, we'll see. But I don't know when, and I don't know what will trigger that. So we'll wait and see. But like you said, I couldn't agree with you more, Steve. They are on a very, very, very wrong path. What they are doing right now, it's not good. The ramification could be very, very severe. That's what I have to say, Steve.
Mr. Masale, how do you react to what you heard, what you watched, vis-a-vis what's going on in the country?
Yes, Steve, this is almost similar thing that happening in the country. Yes, because from one government to another, citizens will complain, they will cry about corruption. We elect our people when they come to power, they only there to enrich themselves. And this I can say Liberia around the world, corruption is everywhere. But now looking at this kind of video and looking at the government we have now to be like a dictatorship government we have in the country, you just talk about the wasteful spending and trying to shut down the other people on UL campus, say super whatsoever political party. You see, or government, they don't want to see any other opposition in the country. They are going after everybody. One, you don't allow with the unity party and their policy, their corruption and other things, they will go after you when you want to set it right in the country. These are some of the things that can cause this thing that we just saw just now, what we just witnessed. And I think as a government, when you see this kind of thing happening, you have to think twice because you say you are doing the same thing. And for me, as I said the last time, even though the people in Nepal, they've been crying about corruption, and just as Monk explained, they're trying to shut the social media down just so they can communicate to do what they want to do. And today, you see why they led to in the country, but we are not encouraging that in our country. I condemn what I just witnessed anywhere in the world, anywhere it happens, I will always condemn such act. But they should serve as a warning to our government. That's all.
Thank you so much. Monk, I know you started a conversation with referring to Nepal and what was going on. Now we play the video, the audio, everything is there. Like I said, if you want a video to be able to watch the full video, just send me a message to Moses. How do you react?
Well, the thing is, we can condemn all we want, but at the end of the day, I believe in something called the rubber band effect. When you scratch the rubber band, it can only scratch to a certain extent. There is an elastic limit to a rubber band. When you over scratch it, what happens is come back to sting you, right? That's why they call it rubber band effect. It can only scratch to a certain limit, but when you over scratch it beyond an elastic limit, then you become the victim. So the people never wanted to behave in such a manner, but when it gets to tipping point where things the center can no longer hold, this is why you encourage. And there is a trend. I saw it with Kenya. And the reason this Nepali story came, because you saw the same thing. They never restricted to the government. They even went to the opposition because the opposition were once in power and they were also corrupt. So the young people said, we could care less about party affiliation or a two-party system. That's why I always keep making the argument for a tier alternative in Liberian politics. Because the whole thing about two-party system, right? When you go into the race to the bottom, at a certain point in time, both of them become comfortable. They believe that you just like a pawn, right? When they won't kick you, you go back to the other one. The other won't kick you to the other because they know there is no third or there are no third options or fourth option. So they believe in a two-party state. No, a two-party state only exists in where it's a race to the top, where one party want to come and do better than the previous. But it's not in a country where you got two useless political institutions and you think you can be oscillating between the two alone. No, it makes no sense. It's crazy. It's total insanity. And that's why the young people show you. Generation Z only means people born between 1997 to 2012. And I tell anybody, no society can sustain itself without job for young people. Young people carry the brunt of the burden. And when you want to retire, say, oh, you bring in war, you're talking about instability. No, the people that wage the biggest war is the government. Because when they steal from you, they kill you every day. When a woman goes to give birth and she died doing childbirth because of the lack of equipment, who do you think killed that woman? It's the government. When you plow your car on roads that are ineffective or bad off and you die in an accident, who do you think kills you? The government, right? When you can't get stable electricity and people's houses are burning because you don't have zoning law, and whether it's about electricity or some makeshift or electrical, or programming or engineering, your house get burned. Who do you think causes that? The government. The government is not killing you directly with but they are killing you indirectly for program they should create for you. So indirectly, they are the one that waging the biggest war on you. When you're supposed to invest in education and you break the government cover from the central bank, the finance ministry, and you cannot get educated and your whole life goes in vain and you cannot have opportunity for job, who do you think is waging war on you every day? So when people talk about, oh, you got preaching head, you want to bring the country to a political, but I say, no, the government is the biggest instigator of killing you, because at the end of the day, in the social services and programs they're supposed to invest in to make your life better, they are the one depriving you with. It's an indirect war on you every day. That's just why it is. Now we are the second hungriest country in West Africa. Don't you think we can come with an agriculture program for men who claim to be an agriculturalist, but yet people steal from the government cover, they get rich overnight, they travel excessively, and you think that the people who will retaliate are the instigator? No, the government happens to be the biggest instigator, but in the police just told you that when push come to shove, they are not looking at no party affiliation, they're looking at the country. That's exactly what the Generation Z proved to you in that video. But let me stop there for now, my brother.
Thank you. Quickly before we go to Melbourne, folks, please, for the sake of this conversation, please stick with the topic we're having today. Please, when you call, please don't attack personalities on here. We beg you, let's stay with the conversation. We want to keep everybody on. If you deviate from the conversation, unfortunately, we'll have to let you go. Please, we want to stay with the conversation. We don't want no distraction. We don't want no personal attacks. We are begging you, please and please. Melbourne, is up to you.
Well, thank you, my dear brother. So, folks, if you just joining us, this is the SKTV show, the Saturday edition. You can place in your calls because we already out of time. No time to waste. Let's move straight to the line to interact with you, our dear cherry listeners. Those of you who've been following, if you are there, let me see. If you already know the line, the numbers again 0770203125. Today's caller, good evening.
Yeah, good afternoon and good evening.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing, sir?
Which one be good afternoon, good evening? Where are you doing? Good afternoon, good evening.
Good afternoon to Monday and good evening to you.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, my brother. Where are you?
Yeah, Augustine Jimusa from Lower Maki.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you know, all these things that we are discussing at Musa, Assembly, that is the way of unity party. So you should not be surprised to hear that one. And we will soon stand by him. Any other way that the whole we will stand by him.
All right. Thank you. Keep the calls coming to 0770203125. That's the number again for you to call. Those of you who are following this broadcast. Again, the number is 0770203125. If you just joining us, this is the SKTV show right there on Truth FM 96.1. They have a so Liberia guest. You know, all of the discussions we've been talking about so many issues, ranging from also from Nepal. Latest. Hello, today's caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
I'm just not calling your phone, but it's a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, never. Well, he is saying I agree with 100%. If he can cover, you know the week of people. What would happen to do that? The very time, would happen here, financially. Yeah, but yeah, man, 23 were like people. That's not being preaching. All they want to give preaching, what would be made? Who benefited? Now, like people benefiting. And you want the man? For what reason? That family, go sit down, man.
All right. Today's caller, good evening. Hello.
Yeah, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm okay, my brother. Go ahead.
Thank you. Remember when I went to the building TV, I was thinking when I went to that video clip, it makes me to see that what I said to someone that I explained the war in this country. It is very, very bad. Liberians, none of them, but they party, whosoever party, don't talk to our government to proceed well. Because the government should get the every happen tomorrow. One cannot pick and choose.
Indeed.
One just a ring when it does not pay for one of the house. We got our children, we pay for the children fisher. So also we have fisher always. So 50 years now. They put a safe one, but after they up to the one when I video, I said that. We don't start to talk our leader, Mr. President, please. Let's go to every one of us. Let's go to it's not green, red, blue, white. Let's go to all Liberians. None of that, but give me a conversation, get the answer. Why were you and Abu? We cannot go Africa, can't even go get God. We start ourselves over. None of us start to this thing and beg our leader to govern well.
Thank you so much, a motorcyclist, also part of the broadcast. Today's caller, good evening. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, this is Lahakubo and I call you from the Supreme area. I want to say thank you for the program considered for the evening.
The issue with Sktvlib is highly credible, and we believe that from the information we get from there, we can manage to do something pertaining the future of this country. And I've always heard that the clergymen of this nation or are in the government party are that speak on Pastor Cooper.
Okay.
But we are praying for the success of this nation. Why the two others are involved into attitude that does not give a good speech to the Christian community. We as pastors, there are some of us who are on our knees and praying for the future of this country. And so if we can come to hear programs like Sktvlib that is highly effective, we are praying and so that God will bring out the Moses. And whether ruling party, whether opposition, who want to fight against a particular Moses, so we can see about the CNC. We will do everything in our way. We forget we get time for Mandingo, we get time for Pula, we get time for anything. The thing we want now is deliverance for Liberia. So we are going to do everything possible to make sure that he who God has sent to come to deliver this nation, no matter what the ruling party does, we will fight it spiritually, physically, that they negate me, so that Liberians possess their possession. We tire of many books, we tire of many lyrics, and we tire of many kind of strategies that help us to do nothing. This particular CNC leader, which is Mr. Hassan Bereti, the way he proceeded from Nima County to the house, the way we understanding his decision for Liberia, if God have sent him for the deliverance of this nation, we are going to make sure we will kneel down, we will cry on God, that he will suffer beyond the expectations of the believer, no matter what he do. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man of God. To this caller, good evening.
Good evening, Mabon.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
This is William Covey, and I joined this conversation from District 3. Well, let me say thanks to all of you. You know, as the talking point, the country situation now, for me as the picture of Liberia, I see the government progress on different perspectives, and another man they see the government function on different perspectives.
So when it comes to corruption, when it comes to other things, because the people on Nepal, the video job play, they protested because of bad leadership, corruption, and so forth. What say you?
Okay, so for me, the type of governance in our country is quite different from that of Nepal. So when you look at hardship, when you look, I don't know the Nepal government how to proceed it because I'm not there, but for where?
Oh, man, human being, asking you about corruption is you just, yeah, go ahead anyway.
This is what I'm saying. So in terms of corruption, I believe this government is trying to fight corruption. Yes, whatever we want to meet corruption for, the government has not reached there, but making some progress, taking some steps in fighting corruption. In alleviating poverty or reaching up to the government, to the citizen need, yes, the government making some steps. Now it's getting a neighboring country, Liberia, stable food is the cheapest in the neighboring country. This government is reducing points of reference or hospital reference, and as of May 2024, that report is one of Liberia is the second hungriest country. This is not 2025 report. So in 2025 now, Liberia hunger are reduced because the reference are reduced.
All right, thank you. That keep a call coming 0770203125. You someone you not get a job. You won't be. We're talking something very serious. Yeah, you won't be joking. It's not a joke. Keep a call coming. Those of you that in fact are also calling on WhatsApp. You can also call and make sure that you also be part of the show. Let me tell you one thing I like about that entire protest is that the people they don't know any ruling party, any opposition, they don't care for me that they're where I stand. I don't get time for any kind of party, what kind of party. No. I stand for Mama Liberia. That's where we stand, some of us. But keep a call coming 0770203125. That's the number for you to call this evening and be part of the Sktvlib show. Those of you that are also calling on the WhatsApp number, you can also do quickly so that we can put you through with a few more calls. Then we'll cross over to our team of panelists. But let me see today's caller. Good evening. Yes, my brother, go ahead. Good evening. What's your name?
Yes, I'm Solomon Carr, I'm Nepal.
Okay, go ahead, Solomon.
Yeah, but you see, you guys are gonna be calling from the agriculture.
No, the people talking serious thing. You just be talking about government. What the government doing? Turn in, turn out. Yeah, man.
Well, I'm not supporting this thing as well, what I'm doing.
Jesus.
I just started the country like this. Started the government of the party for a guy in the book. On the people, the right one. What that brother is working practically in the country like who to be feeding. He want to embarrass the man. I think I'm going to should be the most than I'm going to deliver like bro. You know what? And if I want to just I want to justify it. Then the Joe Musa penalty is from down there. I was born in Nimatu. I'm talking. I'm a pastor man born in Nima.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let me go to the other caller. Good evening. Talking something very serious that will make impact in our lives. Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
Those guys when they come, we're gonna be kind of checking the information. Let's check where that homegrown data.
I'm not here for that one, man. You go ahead. If you want to go there, I'll cut you off. I'm not here for that.
I just told the rest of that because they always strength force. So let's go to the point. The point, look, it's a train. It's a train. It's a train. Throwing you body is a liability. You were fought. Finna was also fought. Today is multi-ability. And this is a government that came on a matter of rescue. They told them, although you won't be doing it until your life is in there, we come in, they don't know, bring NGO, we'll put like real funds, we'll do making like, is this making like, look, never nothing is disgusting. Then or senator sitting in one of your sister's show, or senator, where now the legislative branch of government has become armies of the executive. Senator that will talk me about our GSC report out there about our heinous corruption taking place in Liberia. They are not someone anybody to question of what is going on. They are here, all of multilateral companies coming, taking our work. They can never, some of them are hanging still the last time, trying to justify why they are taking business from their own brother Liberian. They were sitting there justifying it. So these people have become an extension of the executive. They have become embarrassment to this nation. And look, I'm number one. I want to take that star of Napua to bring that thing out there and do it. If anyone is there to do it, look, I will join in so that we can kick this corrupt guys out of our politics so we can prosper for the nation.
Thank you. Keep a call coming 0770203125. That's the number to call. Their own brother, their own uncle, their own son, and everything. Want to get everything out of him. And that's the society. People think that by the time they are given opportunity to serve, the country belongs to them. 0770203125. That's the number for you to call in this evening and make your own impact on maybe your point on what we say. Yeah, let me see. Let me go to the WhatsApp line. The calls keep coming back to back. Hello.
Yeah, my brother, how are you?
I'm okay, my dear brother. Go ahead. Good evening. Your name and from where you join us?
Yeah, my name is Maurice, calling from Liberia, from Ayangate.
Okay. Wow, good. From Liberia, Ayangate. That's good. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me say, thank you for the panel discussion. You know what happened in Nepal there, my brother. It's the same kind of situation we are facing in Liberia. Liberia as a whole, a opposition or those are in power, they are not doing the country well at all. A lot of things with the Liberian people passing through when the government made the policy, the free people of Morovia. They even gave the free people of Morovia to the people for 25 years. And now things are getting expensive. Even in the country, for you to even see people paying their children's school fee, it's difficult. Our brother, you even see the youth there, everybody there taking drugs. Things now get high in the country, my brother. When you come here, you see, oh my brother, you will feel for our brother and sister, they're not dying. The other drugs, but they're not bring.
Someone died, my person today from spark and die.
Every day, people pay my brother. Every blessing day, every blessing. I'm telling you, even the drugs that they bring, you know, the drugs they can get stick. And one of the things I really see the youth, we are too afraid. We are afraid until when I was starting to put the youth together, quick, make a man, somebody will betray and they start betraying one another. At the end, what we want to achieve for our own country, to be built, somebody will betray the boy who small money from the government. What the youth want to do, it will not go on. So those are things you see.
All right.
Well, even what the prime minister woman.
Yeah, officials. They don't even pick and choose.
They pick and choosing. But like, bro, our own.
Everybody get party, my man. Thank you. Keep a call coming 0770203125. That's the number for you to call. We take a few more calls. Then we cross over. Everybody have party. Everybody get on side. Everybody have their own and they will support. Then, but you want for Liberia to move forward. You're not joking. Hello to this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, people. Emmanuel Sano is my name from the Sktvlib. We were able, this is our president, Professor Waka, to be the best president of Liberia ever produced. Our president become a worst and dangerous president. I put to this example. Our president told us that when we got jobs, the past region of producing jobs, now here we see young people are dying of sparking, are dying of solar panels, two are dying of push, and two are dying of a lot of bad substances. And example number two, our presidential corruption or we are producing the people be more corrupt. But here now we are seeing corruption are taking steps led. They are moving all the way into the past minister of state. They were alleged that he took money from NASCO. He never prosecuted on the death care. And it comes to this case now. He is alleged that the minister for human school have alleged the people, the federal minister, all I give have been died, and our president is not doing no action against that when they put in
all right, thank you. I'll take one or two more calls. Up to now, alleged that the man stay passing. In fact, the man stay free. But if the common person like you out there, then you in jail. Oh God. 0770-203125. That's the number to call. The alleged handle rapists, or as you may call, stay around. He's still free. He's not in prison. He's not even in handcuffs. He's still doing a normal business and so forth. But again, that's the society. 0770-203125. That's the number to call. Allegedly that these are kind of unconfirmed report that we're getting that he stay on free basis. Yeah, let me take one or two more calls, then we cross over to our team. Those of you who are following, you want to make your call or maybe your input quickly, you can do that. If not, then we'll cross over to the team. Let me see quickly to this caller. Good evening.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay, my dear brother. Thank God for life. I don't want to adjust it for all or just only for the poor and the rich people. They are having some freedom.
My brother, we just have to be praying for these people. Every morning, every evening, I pray that one day, or those who are in government, even out of government, I don't want for others to live in peace, or to get them out. And I'm praying. It happened in gradually. I know it will happen. Because I'm God, I don't sleep. We need peace. We need freedom. But we're not living in freedom. Things are becoming harder than before. Why? Why? Because Bogger is a Christian. He should live like this. He knows. But God is there. If you do all these things, at the end of the day, judgment day is coming. Judgment day is coming.
Indeed, judgment day is coming. We'll take one more call quickly, then we'll cross over. The man will rape. Hello to this caller. Yeah, good evening. Quickly, you are last caller. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Samuel Rayu. I'm sorry to hear all of these things on the radio. I mean, I'm too surprised of all the things they both talk about for them to still continue doing it. Then you will tell me, I don't know.
They made a rape alleged that the master, in fact, you're not even in jail yet. But if they're a poor man like you, by this time, then in fact, you're in handcuffs and you're in prison.
Yeah, look, my children are not even registered.
They killed one of my sons in a prison compound there on the LC there. That today, 2 children are raised up. I just frustrated. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do under this government.
All
And
right.
the folks told me, am I really allowed to go take care of the children? This, that. Only to give me the money to bury this boy, and then so they don't want to do. They don't want to do. And all they come for the burial money. And the other one I said, well, give me nothing. They call it off. Everything is dumb.
So I think you got to call me. I think you got to call me. Maybe we got to bring you on. Maybe between Monday and that, maybe Monday or Tuesday, we got to bring you on. Okay. Thank you. Yes, call me on the same number. Okay. All right. Thank you. That's the society we live in. The poor people. They oh God. When we come here to talk for you, you insult.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bruno. Let's go to Mr. Kane really quick if he has any reaction to the callers. Then we'll go to Mr. Masale and then Monk and myself. Then we'll turn it over to you for the day. Mr. Kane, what say you?
Yeah. Yeah, so Steve, so today is Saturday, I think maybe one can get some little opportunity to expand a little bit beyond our normal time. So, and I appreciate that. So what I want to say here, Steve, is that listening to the callers, I almost shed here, to be honest with you. You know, everything is now about politics. Like Mabon said, we all have our sides. We all support certain political, party or certain ideology. But when it comes to the well-being of our country, this is the only country we all have. No matter where you go, this is the only country we can be deported from. But to see our people crying like this, actually, I'm almost shed here because these people, they are not focusing on the well-being of our people. People are suffering, the people are struggling, and the people they've been punished simply because they voted for them. And you can't do that. That's not good. So Musa military that is now helping poor people, especially those who are concerned about road, those who are concerned about bridges, to be able to carry their farming produce, to the market, by fighting that man to take away those kind of opportunities from the people, is another fight against the people. If the people that really want to fight for corruption, they want to fight corruption, let it order the House of Representatives, let it order the Senate, let it stop the corruption in government. If they believe Musa ability or anybody is convicted, is committed a crime, let it go through the court process and prosecute the person for going against somebody's business. Joria people then were accused about the same, they were accused about the same thing. They said, because Kalando didn't support them, they went, after Kalando went out of business. Now they're doing the same thing to they were doing the same thing to Musa ability. So everything they say, were by yesterday, they are doing the same thing, even with the worst thing. They said Tifa was a criminal. They said Sir Joseph was a criminal. They say, even the government say, Jeremiah Kun was a criminal. They said that Jeremiah Kun was CDC supported Jeremiah Kun for a Senate position in Nimba. So now all of the people that they said they were criminal, they were going to be persecuted. They are the one that down here and whining with them. What happened to Thomas Fowler? What happened to all the corruption Thomas Fowler was involved in? So now all the people are now, taking side with the government simply because they don't want their businesses to be affected, because they are in bed with the government. They don't want the contract they have with Aslamita, with Big Mighty, with all the other places that they have their trucks and their equipment working for them. The government threatening them, if you go against us, we go after your business. Just as they did with Musa ability, they asked China Union to take the business from him. They made all story that he built now, they try to take that one from him again. This is now, a good thing, and this thing could take your country to a serious problem. But one of the callers that talked and said, regardless of what they did, what they do, they will stay with Musa ability. They don't know how many Labrador people are thinking like that. Sometimes Labrador people, they may not talk, but they hate advantage. They don't let you take advantage of other people. But I want to say thank you to all the callers and thank you to all of you, Mabel. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mr. Masale?
Yes, Steve.
Yeah, what is your reaction as we wind down here?
Thanks to the callers. We appreciate them taking their time to participate on the show. Liberia is all we have. We pray for a better Liberia. And as for me, I always pray for President Baka to succeed, because when the government fail, when the Liberian people fail, we pray that he should be able to do the best thing in the remaining 3 years, because the 4 years, that's going to be election year. Nothing you get to do again, excuse me, you will be focusing on your re-election or whatsoever. But what we saw in Nepal, this is the same thing the government is doing. And I think this is time they have to sit and put themselves together. President Boakai, you keep traveling, bringing nothing back to the country. I think it is better you focus on governing to rescue the Liberian people. It was a great show. God bless America. God bless Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Monk.
Well, I think I listened to the callers, and one of the callers made a very profound statement. He said, our lawmakers is like an extension of the executive. And you expect that because the kind of a government we practice, the system of government we practice, the lawmakers or the first branch of government, that's why they call it the first branch. They are the most powerful. That whole thing about 3 co-equal branches is a lie. They are given the most power because they have a body. The president is an individual. That's why they are there to keep the executive in check. But they are also corrupt. So for that reason, they got to play, or how they call it, quarterback for the executive. So I see no reason why the president will want to keep himself in order when the people who supposed to keep in check are also are corrupt. And the sad thing is, the people who are the victims, like I always say on this show, they are not victims. They are accomplices. They are the ones cheering for them. Like you can see on the screen, the new Bombing County metro station for man who was labeled corruption King Kong. He came back and became a senator. So sometimes you want to bring the politician, but when you look at the bigger picture, like I said, I don't know if this is going to change. But the only thing I know is one more shot for people above the ages 30, 40, and moving upward. Maybe 2029, I will see what these people will do again. But I don't know. I'm not optimistic, even though I'm hoping, and hope is now a strategy. That's all I can say because the history, I don't think one election cycle, it's not impossible, but from what I'm seeing, it's like these people, I don't know what you need to do, because all the things we talk about, you don't see the righteous anger in the country. You don't see them putting pressure on lawmakers. It's the same old thing. A matter of fact, over time, it seems to be getting worse than why it is. So you ask yourself, the effort we are making, it is worth it. But like I said, we'll give it one more shot and hope for the best. You cannot be too optimistic because the pattern there is consistent, but we'll give it one more shot in the name of Mama Liberia being rescued. So we'll see what happens next. That's all I can say for now.
Thank you so much. Folks, before we turn over to Milborn, happy Saturday again. Happy weekend to all of you. My only hope and expectation is the Liberian people will rise up. The young people rise up like the young people did in Nepal. I'm not here to pray for Joseph Boakai to succeed. That is not, I didn't elect a pastor or priest. I'm very realistic. I don't fool around. So I'm not here to pray for him. If I want to pray for anything, I'll pray for my life. I pray for my health, for my family, for loved ones and friends. Not to pray for Joseph Boakai to succeed. No, that's a waste of my energy and my time. I hope the Liberian people rise up like the people in Nepal. And the Liberian people, when they rise up, they can overrun the police in Liberia. They can overrun the police. Quickly, it's very quick to do that. And I think that is a step that they should take. They should visit the House of Representatives and ask them to do what is right. And tell Joseph Boakai to do what is right. Demand them. Don't ask them. Don't beg them. That's why when I come on the show, I never say one day, please do and pray and please do what is right. No, please. That's what you're hired for. You get paid for it. You do your job. You have a job to do. I hope the Liberian people will rise up. I really pray so that it rise up. So that this thing can stop. Because if they don't rise up, the thing will not stop. The next group of people will come and think they can ride on them too. The other group will think the other group can ride on them. And before you make up your mind, it will become a cycle. And so at this point, I think they need to rise up like Nepal. They need to stand up. They do. To be honest, I'm not calling for a civil war. I'm calling for people to stand up for their rights. I believe in that. When you suppress people, look at a grown man calling on the phone, basically crying that he can't afford his children's school fees. Basically crying that his son died in the prison. And I'm supposed to sit on the show as a father and say, let's pray. No. No. Why they learn songs and her children? Normally, daughter and her children are enjoying. They in America are going to school. Joseph Boga children flying private jets. Every snow. The lawmakers that are over there, the children are enjoying. You get common man who stood in the rain and son to vote you, crying, and he gave me a full money to bury his son. His son died in jail. I'm gonna come on the show and say, let's pray. I ain't praying. No, I'm not praying. Let's take this bull by his own. You trying to you're trying to ban student politics. You're trying to suppress the student. They're seeing students that you used to go against George Weah and CDC. You used the soup. You did. Or today you want to shut them down because they're speaking against you. Anybody that speaks against the government, they try to shut you down. They look for a way to shut you down. But time for the student to rise up. I'm encouraging the young people. Let me tell you something. Save yourselves. God not coming to save you. The United Nations not coming to save you. America not coming to save you. European Union not coming to save you. No other country coming to save you. Neither is ECOWAS interested in your safety. You better rise up. You better unite in that country for one common cause. Those of you who are in the United Party, the young people who they have let down, who are disenchanted, instead of calling small prayer conference, you need to start mobilizing yourself, joining other young people from other political parties, whatever, because it is about your future. Joseph Boga on departure. You know that? Joseph Boga could care less. Joseph Boga does not care. Let me tell you today. Joseph Boga not live a life that your future we're talking about here. So it's time for you to amalgamate forces and rise up, lead a political party and political attachment and affiliation. Rise up and tell your government to do what is right for you. This is why I don't collect money for you. I'm not part of it. Because I don't want to enable that. So let's stand up. Now they want to shut down other businesses. So the place you used to get a small chopping from, because you were working for some kind of company, they shut it down. How you eat? How you feed your family? How you pay your children's school fees? School now open. How you even get something when you go hustle? How? But while they're enriching themselves, riding BB cars, they're passing around, traveling on BB trips, getting pardons. And you're saying on there, and you're quiet, you're saying you're going to pray for this thing to change. No prayer. Israel not praying. Or Netanyahu dealing with those people that on the other side. You're not praying. You know, Israel can look up to the God of Israel. Okay. Let me say now. You have a good weekend.
Yeah, thank you, my dear. But so quickly, let me tell you right now. In fact, there's serious phone right now on the internet that, in fact, the alleged deputy minister who raped is still outside while the poor people. So, you know, this blog said breaking news: government of Liberia set to cancel jail punishment for alleged rapists until proven in court, as the government deputy minister of youth and sports enjoys freedom outside while going through his alleged rape case. Can you imagine? Those of you who are praying, though, we really listen to you people. They will come and collect your children, jail them. But when it comes to them, they tell you that indeed, no, not wait, because this person, you know, this person is big, this person have all of the contacts and so forth. It's not about contacts. Let the law be the law. For me, I'm disappointed for the past few days. I thought this government going to handcuff this deputy minister, and the Liberian people are going to see him going to prison until otherwise, or even if he's proven innocent, no problem. But the same level, the same things that have been going, or maybe the same way the law been holding the poor people, we expect the same laws to also go with the same rich or those people who have contacts. But my brother, you said that, Steve, you know everything. This society of ours today, where I went today to even barb my hair, you know, the young guy asked me, maybe we follow you people all the time, but we are confused and we lack direction. What do you think it is the problem? Because everything we keep changing them, and dear brother, we are into a cycle. And this cycle of ours, there are no political party. Me, I can tell people for free. You like, you can say what you want to say. But still, there are no opposition, there are no ruling position, there are no any kind of opposition that can change things until Liberians themselves stand up and say, yes, we are tired and we want to change this and we want our life to get better. Other than that, we will continue to vote more, like you say, that you're waiting for 2029. Look, my dear brother, we don't know whether some of us will even be alive before 2029. But again, that's a society where we got to wait for election time. But I think it's better that our people stand up for their rights. People are working. I saw a man who, one of his fingers, I think 3 or 4 fingers, cut off from the factory where he worked. And the company been playing the deaf ear until when he came out to the media. That's the time you hear the company talking about, okay, we will solve it out. We will talk to you people. Thanks for everything. And in fact, we will work because we know, we believe in him. We have to do. Where were you people when this guy was struggling, when all of his fingers cut off? No justice for the poor. But when you come here, the same poor people, they will heal these people and even want to attack you, insult you, even want to fight you. Like, what's going on? So, Monk, for me, the way forward is for our people to stand up. If they don't stand up, it will be a waste of time.
Yep.
Even they can go back to the pool and vote for any kind of person, my dear brother. As long as we don't stand up to change these things that we're in, this circle. Because of this circle, people fought war. Just imagine nepotism and that become like culture now. Check all of the government officials, where they come from. Almost 90% where they come from. Today, a lot of sports, nobody talking. People feel that it's okay. People work, no pay. You pay people 150 and you feel that it's okay for them, but you carry 10,000. You put your wife, you put your children, all of them on payroll. Again, that's a society, man. For me, no amount of political party can stop them more. It's just about the people themselves. When they agree, things will change. When they're not,
it remains the same. Yeah, that's it. That's the option. My brother, take care.
Yeah, like, but what happened in Nepal now? The next president that will come, he will put himself together because that himself as president, he will be thinking how I came to power and what happened before I came to power. Like we saw on Numa Day, there was a rape allegation on him. What came of it? Nothing. This is another deputy minister. What are you? You have to set precedent. But when the common man, they talk about rape, immediately your coffee, you put him behind bar with no investigation. But government officials do it. So what are you doing to stop rape? If you can set precedent on your government official, the common man out there will be doing it. Even though let it man they're passing around, nothing will happen. You see, and just as you said, Mayborn, this thing is not about the people. If we, the Liberia people, we cannot rise up to the occasion, we can't stand up against our right and thing. Another president will come, he will do the same thing. But if we can shake those people, the next president that come in 2029, whatsoever, that will be Ricky Bell in here all the time. But when we elect these people, we become slave to them. We enslave our conscience, our mind, everything to them. They use us anyhow they feel like. Then we say, okay, how long for 6 years? How long for 6 years? You keep electing people, they keep using you, and you say, how long for 6 years? Look at your age, look at your children's age. You see, this is why I always say I expect.
Let me take 10,000 USD for 6 years, then you see what I may come to you to tell you, say, let me go.
Yes,
so when you what I said, that what they're talking about, in fact, they don't even thinking about elections. You pay somebody 15,000 every month. They're talking about how long 12 now coming.
You pay me $15,000 for 6 years or 9 years. Even when I win election again, what I get to do? First of all, I know I don't have no possibility of winning election. So that's the time we'll be putting my money together and be saving. These people, they don't care because why we are not standing up for our right. You see, so government in, government out, they see nonsense continue. So my brother, that's it there. Liberia,
that's the thing, my dear brother, thank you. And let me say this to all of our people, some of you who are always thinking about war, by the time people want to stand up, maybe to stand up for the right. Look, I can tell people for free, no war will come in Liberia. Don't even waste your time. Don't waste your time. Look, Liberians, look, we're in a new war. We're in a technology war. Before you even try to even play about breaking war here, the secret will leak. So where you going to fight? Who's going to join you to go fight? Well, when you thinking about fighting? No. But we can do this thing by standing up against the bad system. Because let me tell you, it's a cartel. You see how they already sandwich your own president? Some of you today, you're not even thinking that this president will even turn his back the way he's doing right now.
Like, man, that's supposed to, by right, like deputy minister should be cuffed and put behind bar right now. Just how they been doing to other people. He should be cuffed and put behind bar. But you see why you just read? Now, when they talk about rape, they had to go through investigation when you are guilty before you go behind bar. But they never been doing it to other people.
That job phone, the person was just saying, you know, that job phone because of what going on, but not mean what going on. No.
Yeah, because of what going on. That man should be behind bar by now, but he passing it around because he's a deputy minister. So other ministers can look at the same thing. They say, okay, I will do it too. Because my friend passing around, they see thing happy with Human Day. The videos are out there. Today, where is that lady? What become of the case? Nothing. This is rape. That's the consequence of rape. You know why it means?
That's the consequence that will live. I don't get it,
but you need to be buried forever. 14-year-old child and that kind of man, you know why it means? Who knows why he did to that girl that maybe will destroy her future of even having children or child tomorrow. You see? That man should have been behind bar right now as we speak, but he passing around. These are some of the things that can bring violence in the country. That man be like they pass somewhere, angry, crazy, and they mock he. Then they say, oh, people taking the law into their hand. These are some of the things. Because you will go past somewhere, people see you, their blood body, while their brother there behind bar for allegation or rape, and you rape, you passing, they can mock you into the street. Then why will you say the government is the one that causing all of these things? That you can't be selective in doing things in the country. That's not right.
I don't understand how the laws, you know, but Ali, maybe like I always say, one of these days we'll just talk about it because I don't understand how the laws work. Somebody selling pop or popcorn, for example, on the road there, you will see the police officer fighting them. Oh God, you will see these officers, traffic police officer or Liberia National Police officer, fighting the common citizen who trying to make life like they are the one that breaking the laws. But you will see these government officials who are corrupting the system, making the system going free, then you fight your own brothers. So now I see some of our poor officers who in the streets fight there every day, fight those marketeers. Look, I feel that God, when we will graduate from this system, when there's no amount of politics. Let me tell somebody today. There are no amount of political party that will make you graduate. You can say what you want to say, but that's a fact. Until you stand up and tell these people that yet retire. Yes, sir, you stood up. We saw some of you protesting against they say no to drugs, and we said it here. Today, where are you today? Because your intention was not the right intention. Some of you go down there with political mindset. So you undermine everything. Today, where are we? We'll go back to zero. But again, my dear brother, good night. You know, we just got to leave it that way. The law is
okay, Maybon, be safe out there. See you on Monday again.
The law is contact. You got to get contact and be able to get money, and that's it. You will survive in this country of ours. You don't have contact. You are poor. Don't forget it. You will go beyond bar, free of charge. So that's a good night to all of you people. That's it. That's the society that we find ourselves in. Every time we contact this government is we want to call trying. We're here for trying business. We're looking for people to move our country forward. Every time some of you call, they're putting trying. The other person is trying. At least where you call at least. We'll get time for at least. Well, anyway, see all of you people. Good night. Yeah. Yeah. So see all of you. Good night. On to Monday. By the grace of the Almighty God, please go to church. And when you go to church, let me tell some of you, you know, in the book of James, James 2:17, right? And James 2:22, you know, it talk about faith. Yeah, and there, faith without work is a dead one. Yeah, and read these things. Those of you who always pray, you know, let me tell you, few places that are corrupt. Look, the entire system of ours here in Liberia is corrupt. Even the religious people, they're collecting offerings, they're collecting money, they don't give no accountability. People do anything they want to do. Schools, people are just charging. People, Father, good night, people. Yeah, that's society, man. Good night. Let me just leave it that way. And we got to all. Good night. See you all of you.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who waiting to sell. Blessing that time and that effort are rest. The brothers giving us here and the parents of them. The work with my life without fear.
I lyrical
Master.
Clay Paris, who make you again Sktvlib benyo. Say my journey, tina get as say my yamu. And yes, I know money, emu aye yo. And you love emu aye yo.
Sktvlib, the best in Liberia. Sktvlib, the best in Africa. Sktvlib, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmaster.
Ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Côte d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Côte d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Liberia ya tumale, Sktvlib, ena Liberia, tosi wako maya tumale.
Sktvlib, the best in Liberia. Sktvlib, the best in Africa. Sktvlib, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who waiting to sell. The flashing that time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktvlib, the best in Liberia. Sktvlib, the best in Africa.